How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
We like your sound.
What's that?
We like your sound.
Oh, thank you. That's funny. I was saying hey to you all right at the moment that a neighbor was passing by on the street, and she, like exactly perfect timing. I said hey, and she said hi. I'm like, oh hi. So that's a good sign. Hi everybody. Scotty here. Just for some fun practice with you all as a fly on the wall. I don't think this is streaming to Facebook. Maybe it is. Last few times the restream didn't seem to go onto Facebook. So it's all of you on Twitch that are like probably 3 followers, or all of you on YouTube who are getting up to like the 140 followers or something, which is big time. That's okay. We're just here to cheers to you and play some tunes. Spring is here. April is here. I'm so glad to say goodbye to March. I can't even tell you how much I'm happy to say goodbye to March of 2022. It kind of sucked, but you know, counting your blessings every day, counting my blessings every day, and happy to be here and just playing some music. Spring is here, and the time is right for dancing in the street. Or dancing in the meadow. I was playing in the back here at the Madison Meadow with some of my neighbors who just moved in a year ago across the street, and they play guitarron and guitar and saxophone, and they got great kids, and yeah, it's nice. I'm living in a musical neighborhood in one of the chillest parts of town of Eugene, Oregon. Friendly neighborhood. Alright, that just came out, so I guess I'll start with this one. Wrote this one on right about on the eve of 2020, which was that crazy year for history. Right at New Year's Eve on going into 2021. Sitting in a back room on a bar stool with a memory on my mind, thinking how the best of us must someday reach the end of each our line. A year ago, I never thought you'd be the one I'd have to tell goodbye. Fare you well, my dear departed friend, for you forever will I cry. All the streets are down without a sound, and everybody tucked inside. Maybe I'll sneak out upon the ashes of the fireworks they fly. 2021 was everybody expectant on its eve. January 7 is the day I'm missing every year I'll grieve. It kinda gives you pause without a cause, other than just the way it is. Then you shake it off, politely cough, and then go on about your biz. With more increasing frequency, I reminisce on this and everything. And even with the pain, I can't complain about the life I get to sing. even though you know my show's been over long. All that I would ask is you'll be soft in your assessment of my song. I'm standing on the shoulders of the likes of Neil Peart and Eric Blair. And even though nobody might have heard about me, heaven knows I care. Heaven knows I care. I care. I care. I don't know if I can take it. It's coming up again. All the memories of places and long forgotten friends I used to know. Where did they go? Do they think of me now and then? A carnival of faces looking out again. I don't know if I can make it. It's all too much to bear. Every day I try to fake it and bury it somewhere. A part of the show kept low, but not too far away. A carnival of faces, they see me every day. A massacre and mayhem flying through my head. They'll be with me for always until the day I'm dead. Wherever I go, they follow. So every night my eyes are red. Carnival of faces with me in my bed, with me in my bed, with me in my bed, with me in my bed. Carnival of Faces. Following, segueing out of Heaven Knows I Cared. Carnival of Faces with special mention to Professor Greg Jackson of, I think it's Golden Valley University, Utah Golden Valley University. He is the incredible podcaster who has the podcast called History That Doesn't Suck. If you want to have, if you or your kid or your friend or your family member want to get caught up to speed on American history in a way that is super sensitive and super badass and just super telling it like the way it is, that is a story of human beings for all their good and bad traits in different proportions. Some real heroes, some not so heroes, some right in between. Yeah, check out Greg Jackson. He really inspired a lot of creativity in this COVID 2 or 3 years. And that was one song that just came out of, not just from one of his episodes, but a lot of things that were converging at once. And yeah, Carnival of Faces just kind of, there's a song on my album that really was started in 1998 and finally put on my album in 2018. Took 20 years to manifest. Carnival of Faces, 3 hours from shower to sheet music, literally. I was really moved by this episode that Greg Jackson shared. And yeah, sometimes you're in a shower. Yeah. And things happen, and sometimes they go somewhere, sometimes they don't. But this one, yeah, literally 3 hours later, I had the sheet music, the chart with the lyrics and the chords. Bam, 3 hours. Rarely happens like that, but with that song it did. Okay, enough about that. Let's play something a little funner. This is something a little more upbeat. This is a song that came to me when I was on the road with Jen. We had a 3-day tour, like a 3-hour tour of Gilligan's Island fame. This was a 3-day tour to the Steens, which I'd never been to. It's Steens in southeastern Oregon. It's this cool mountain range out of nowhere that I always heard was really cool. And we finally got there, and before we were about to leave, we started getting texts from people saying, "It's raining ash in Eugene." And that was, the summer. What summer would that be now? I don't know. I'm going to say 2020, but who knows. It's the summer that the Blue River burnt, and the whole McKenzie River watershed had like this huge wind tunnel that was approaching Eugene, and so we heard that it was raining ash in Eugene, so we got this app that showed where all the smoke was, and we literally stayed 1 day ahead of the smoke. From the Steens, I think we went up to Bend, stayed at a lake there, got there, and it was clear enough, and we woke up the next morning and you couldn't see for shit. So we got up, drove to Boise. We got there, and it was clear enough. Woke up the next morning, couldn't see for shit. So we went to Salt Lake, and Utah was the only place that we really got respite from the smoke. Never quite got up there. We ended up going up to Yellowstone and Cody and coming back, and it was a really fun trip. 3 days turned into 17 days. And it was good. It was what it was. One of those impromptu trips that turns out to be better than what you'd initially planned. And the whole time, I had this song kind of dwelling in me. It's called A Western Way. I've lived in the city, I've done my time, either paid my dues or left them behind for some other fool to pick up when they find I'm gone. Now it's back to my my roots that I knew as a child. From the thick of the sticks to the heart of the wild, I'm kicking up my boots and smiling at a fawn going by. Oh, give me a home where the bison like to play. I'll be roaming alone day after day, where the sun hangs low in a western way. I remember the day before I had a clue, had a whole long list of the things I would do. It's a pity how much I wasted my youth on dreams. Now it's goodbye friends, I'm back to the land. This is not what I thought, what I got, what I planned. If you all had to ask, you don't understand what it means. Oh, give me a home where the bison like to play. I'll be roaming alone day after day, where the sun hangs low in a western way. This is where the horn section comes in. Like to play, I'll be roaming alone day after day, like I always known that plan. Stay where the sun hangs low in a western way. In a western way. Western way. Yeah, what next? Another song, actually, that Greg Jackson's History That Doesn't Suck podcast inspired. But, you know, that's a little somber. And it's one of those toward the end of the set songs. So yeah, I should do another upbeat one. This one's been a new hit. People seem to like this one a lot. This is actually the one I wrote on the tail of Carnival of Faces. And this is called Sunny Inside of the Rain. I never get the notion to do anything but play my guitar. And if I had the opportunity, and though I travel across the ocean, I don't think I ever got that far. And now they're looking at me funny like I'm the one who's insane, but I'm the one who's laughing in the back of my brain while the world's crying out in pain. I'm feeling sunny inside the rain. I never got the feeling that I'd ever want to do this again. But if I had the opportunity, then baby, I'd invite you in. Now it's a couple for the money, but I shoot for the show, and I'm turning the shadows and I'm ready to go. Tell my mama I'm hopping on a train. I'm feeling sunny inside of the rain. Come on. I'm looking out my window at the freaking Chicken Littles outside. I'm picking out the tickets for the winners in the house where I hide. And now I'm going a mile a minute, but I'm holding it in. I got nothing left to show you but a wink and a grin, and I told you all the name of my game. I'm feeling sunny inside of the rain. I'm sunny inside of the rain. I'm feeling sunny inside of the rain. I'm feeling sunny inside of the rain. Muddled the lyrics on the second verse there, but got that final harmonic. Yeah, it's always a crapshoot with that one, but yeah, I like that song. Yeah, another upbeat tune. This is one, you know. I filed this one under never get rid of your raw material. Never get rid of your scraps. Never get rid of your voice notes. Of course, back in the day, back in 1998, it wasn't voice notes. It was like cassette recorder, and then I've got like literally like 70 cassettes and a spiral notebook with a page for each one of them, where I'd be driving down I-90 in Montana and listening to them back and like, yeah, that's a piece of shit. That's crap. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. Write that down. Big exclamation mark. And yeah, some of those exclamation marks will turn into real songs. Number 4 on the Bell of Steel album, called Sleeping Dragons. The 4th track is I'm Just Waiting for the Wheel to Come Around, that the illustrious Emily Sangster deigned to sing lead vocals on. Yeah, my favorite song in the whole album, and it started in 1998 and was just one of those little that was a lick, and that turned into the whole tune. So anyways, like, yeah, 2020, driving down to Montana, listening back to, at this point now it's not cassettes, it's voice notes, and voice notes on my iTunes on my computer, and listed as like untitled number 22, untitled number 347, you know, and so I'm just keeping track of what's what. And yeah, this song came up this was actually labeled Groovy Two Shoes. It was a song that I workshopped with one of my high school students just to groove, and you know, totally forgot about it, and then found it, and I was like, oh my god, that's actually pretty good. It's, you know, the thing is, you keep all of your old stuff, and it's like a gold mine. 99% of the gold mine is rubble and junk and crap, but that 1% nugget every once in a while makes it all worthwhile. You know, save it all if you can. And yeah, this is one of them. This is well, it's not called Groovy Two Shoes anymore. It's called Better Days, and this is one of my favorite tunes. It's an acoustic version here, but I like, it's, you know, the unplugged version, you know, isn't quite as jamming as the full band version, but I like it still. This will be on my next album. This is called Better Days. Do you know what I mean when you're waking from a dream, like a change in the scene? Where do you want to stay? Would you call it a crime if I keep it in my mind like my own sunshine when the world's gone gray? Well, I'm telling you the truth, it's all I can do to make it through my own passion play. I got my head on high, I'm reaching for the sky, but I don't know why it seems farther away. Well, everybody knows, nobody wants to say. I suppose the river flows to where it goes. I'm not the kind to count my woes, but Lord knows I've seen better days. chest. I can never get a rest from the test unless I'm feeding my flame. I tried to stand tall, but I dropped it all when they were coming to call about who's to blame. If I stand my ground, the word to get around across the town, I'm not playing that game. So it's no surprise, I can see it in your eyes, and you're shouting out lies when you're the same. Yeah, everybody knows. Nobody wants to say. I suppose the river flows to where it goes. I'm not the kind to count my woes. Lord knows I've seen better days. Seems so long I've been singing my song so often strong with the wrong refrain. I'm hiding out inside, I tried to puff up my pride to patch up the pain. And now the sun's gone low and old Joe Crow is there to show what's in the name. So I shake my head, laugh it off instead. It's back to my bed from whence I came. Everybody knows. Nobody wants to say. I suppose the river flows to where it goes. Not the kind to count my woes. But Lord knows I've seen better days. I've seen better days. I've seen better days. I've seen better days. Hope you liked that one. That's Better Days. Okay, time for a rowdy one. After my last album, I argued with myself whether or not to include Mean Green Money Machine on it. And I figured, like, well, first of all, like, you know, one of my inspirations was Jello Biafra from the Dead Kennedys, and what would Jello do? WWJD, right on my wristband, right? What would Jello do? You know, I did not want to cheese out and not put something on my album because I was worried that somebody might get rubbed the wrong way, you know. I don't know, what was I thinking right before I started live casting here? Something about, like, an entertainer wants to, like, increase how many followers they have on YouTube, and an artist is the opposite. So yeah, this is for all of you who like you're maybe teetering on the edge. Like, should I be following this guy? Well, if you're on the edge, well, then maybe this will settle it for you. This one's called "Cult of the News." It goes like this. It's gonna be hard rock full band when it goes on the album. On music and all the people we knew across the town and all of the musical things that we do. And then I saw it coming at me like a change of the face. That wide-eyed awareness, that beautiful blaze. You asked me if I had seen it the morning op-ed, as if I gave half a shit about all the shit that you did. I think I'll be a hermit. I'll save me some blues. Cause now there's no escaping from the cult of the news. Welcome to the cult of the news. We'll give you all the sound bites you can choose. And if there's one line item that you don't concur, how dare you demur? We were enjoying a dinner and conversation with friends I caught the all-familiar glimmers. When it begins, familiar tremors, give me some little time to prepare. My autopilot smile so as to not be betrayed by my stupefied stare. What else is there I can do now in response to the joke? Is assuming a priori they're one of the folk that pay attention to the clickbait dopamine game. To me, the politician you mentioned is just another name. A devil in the cult of the news. Just another soundbite you can choose. And if there's one line item that you don't concur, how dare you demur? Saturday morning I'm enjoying hanging out with my crew, so stimulating and engaging in everything what we do. I saw it come. Guess I've come to expect it now with little surprise. Casual headlines and I'm rolling my eyes. This is the second time I've left a hegemonic. This is the second time I've left a hegemonic. The congregation's just what is it? This is the second time I've left a hegemonic religion. The congregation's just as puzzled now as they were back then. They got me cornered and I've got to fight them with my own fire. Although there's so many other items that I would choose to aspire. Welcome to the cult of the news. We'll give you all the sound bites you can choose. And if there's one line item that you don't concur, how dare you demur? Welcome to the cult of the mob. We'll throw you in the limelight cause that's our job. And you bet your last damn dollar that we won't forget the way that you spread. That might be the first time I live streamed that one. Still got a little bit of polishing up to do, but hey, yeah, this one goes out to Jello Biafra. Jello, yeah. I think Jello Biafra is one of my favorite lyric writers, along with Roger Waters. Both known for their biting sensibilities, you know. And yeah, their honesty, I guess. What else do I got for it? Oh yeah, well, This is one of the newest songs that I've written. This is actually the newest song I finished as of 2022. This is another one. You know, give me 5 minutes. Or no, not 5 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I gotta go to the bathroom really here. Talk amongst yourselves. And of course, I didn't latch the door the whole way, and Bubba got out. So he's not really an outdoor kitty, but he gets to have outdoor adventures every once in a while. So stay safe there, mister. Got 2 cars going by at the same time here. His actual name's Pan, short for Panda. But he goes by Bubba and Boo Boo and Boo Boo Bear and Mr. McMuffin and Muffin McNoodle, and mostly these days he goes by Bubba No! Because he likes to climb on shit and knock shit over and break it. But you know what? It's all about counting our blessings. Okay, so if anybody's still hanging out with me after that last crass number, which I love, and then my little pee-pee break, let's do one. Okay, I was gonna do. Should we do the other history that doesn't suck number or the upbeat one? We're gonna do the upbeat one. This is another one filed under "Don't Get Rid of Your Old Stuff." I gave myself a 3-day New Year's party by myself in the studio. Everything's laid out perfectly, but by the time I got to that perfection, it was time to go and dust all those corners, wipe them down, roll up the cords, tie them into nice little neat coils. And that really, literally, and plus go through the back shop of all, with the 2 piles that I'd punted to along the course of all of this whole pandemic, of leaving no corner unturned. I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to deal with that. If I'm not going to deal with it, I'm going to push it over here. And gradually I pushed everything into 2 final corners in the back shop of the studio. One was all of my hardware tools, nuts and bolts, and the other one was all my papers that needed to be put into folders. And so I spent 3 days dealing with all that, and at the same time I'm realizing okay, as long as I'm doing all this grunt work, might as well go through and listen to my hard drive raw files and listen to all that stuff that may or may not be worth finishing. And sure enough, something popped out, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot about that too. And over the course of the next 3 days, it turned into a legitimate, bona fide, finished, lyric song. And this one I really like a lot. This is called More Than a Dream. It goes like this. It's fun to find gold in the last place expected. I wonder how much was planned. I wonder how much it was worth from the back of the band. I tried to find reasons, I tried to find rhymes, I tried to make some kind of sense, but nobody knows there's anything happening hence. Is it more than a dream or a breezy horizon that follows the flow of a scheme? Would you know for a fact, would you scream that you're right like a child that knows what they mean? Did you ever step back and take stock of the items and try to take one for the team? I can't tell exactly what's causing the time, but I'm hoping it's more than a dream. It's hard to look back on the course of your life now, reflecting on lovers and friends. It's hard to believe it's a time that actually ends. I tried to fight back at the tunnel of time, but the tunnel of time always wins. And all that I ask is a moment to make my amends. My eyes have grown older, and for now a good while I've known that it's time to come clean. My wrinkles are stretched to the wreck of a smile I was loaned from the young 17. Deeper than that, there's a poor child crying for lies of an earlier scene. But the walls are all cold and there's no one outside who can show me it's more than a dream. Don't mean to paint such a sad panorama, as everything melts in a blur, along with the unfinished songs, and I'll always miss fur. There's nothing to do but to keeping on, make best of the winters to come. I'd be happy to hack out just half of what's left to be done. Is it more than a dream or a breezy horizon that follows the flow of a scheme? Would you know for a fact, would you scream that you're right like a child that knows what they mean? Never step back and take stock of the items and try to take one for the team. I can't tell exactly what's causing the time, but I'm hoping it's more than a dream. I smell the smoke of the beast on the fire, so pass me a leg of your lap. Here's to a life I'll achieve my desire to write it the best that I can. Give me some hope to believe there's a reason, whatever that reason might mean. The time has arrived to catch up the next season, for maybe it's more than a dream. More than a dream. Here's for hoping. Okay, what do I got left? Okay, I've been talking about the song. Hey, Boo Boo! He just walks back up. What you doing, Boob? He loves having an adventure. What are you sniffing? You can't see him here, but he's right down there. Okay, he just ran off because he thinks I'm going to get him. Okay, this is one from my album. This is one of the songs that I play unplugged from my album. it goes like this. It's called "I'm Just Waiting for the Wheel to Come Around." I'd fall asleep at the wheel, but there's a sidetrack ratcheted road. It's too much to filter the feel upside a heart's hard labor and load. I'll tell you the tale of the way it all unwound, but I'm just waiting for the wheel to come round. Lived my life on the rails, and now I'm watching all the train wrecks roll. I got no more wind in my sails for chasing rabbits down the rabbit hole. Suffer and shame in a crazy little town. And I'm just waiting for the wheel to come round. Who's that lonely boy standing outside our cackle? All the cuckoos cried. He got some tag to be handing out, all them facts about the other side. What can I say? I'm just sharing what I found. And I'm just waiting for the wheel to come round. Come on. Got my ducks in a row, but didn't realize the lines we crossed. Showed up late for the show, and no one told me, but the crowds all saw us. What can I play now that no one hears a sound? I hang my head and I'm hiding underground. Price of 30-odd years, it was the quintessential college try. Step back from the buds and the beers and don't know whether I should laugh or cry. Shackle of flames come flashing in my crown. I know my place and my heart begins to pound. some of this is bound, bound, bound. A whole new chapter for every clue I found. Summer's fading, the leaves are turning brown, brown, brown. Hear that highway, it's howling like a hound. The wind blows gently, whispering a song, sobering sound. And I'm just waiting for the wheel to come round. Thanks, Em, for singing that one. Hearing her sing lead on that tune, track number 4 of Sleeping Dragons, the debut album of Bella Steel, is worth the price of admission right there. Okay, so... I got one more for you. This one is another one that was inspired by history that doesn't suck. This one was inspired by the end of one of the earlier episodes about the Civil War. The first battle of Civil War was pretty near Washington, D.C., I think, and people like went and threw out their blankets and had a picnic, thinking, oh, this is going to be cute, you know, thinking it was just going to be this flash in the pan sort of thing. Yeah, well, fast forward to the Battle of Shiloh that had more casualties in that single battle than all of the casualties of the American Revolutionary War and the War of 1812 and the American-Mexican War combined. All of the casualties, Mexican-American War, War of 1812, and American Revolution combined. A single battle at Shiloh had more casualties than that. Yeah, it was fucked up. Excuse my Mandarin. Hey, there's Boo Boo. Yeah, so at the end of this episode about the about the Battle of Shiloh, Professor Greg Jackson of History That Doesn't Suck fame, go check out his podcast. It is really, really that good. He ends this particular episode with a poem by Herman Melville of Moby Dick fame. I didn't even realize he was American. I thought he was, yeah, chalk it up to my ignorance. I thought he was like an English guy or some, I don't know, because it was like some, Moby Dick, some nautical thing. I just assumed it's some English captain. But no, Herman Melville was an American, and in addition to writing Moby Dick, he wrote a whole cycle of poems about the American Civil War, including one called Shiloh, a Requiem, April 1862. And when I heard him finish his episode with this poem, I was in tears and thought to myself, I need to memorize this. This was like right when I was memorizing the whole Shakespeare Richard III thing, which was a whole other thing going on in my life at the time, but the whole point being like, yeah, I was into memorizing stuff, and I was like, oh, I gotta memorize this is an incredible poem. So as soon as I start memorizing it, this song comes out that was like Plato's sort of sculpture hidden inside of the uncarved block, just waiting to be revealed. And yeah, as soon as I started trying to memorize this, a song manifested itself on its own accord, seemingly, and it turned into this song. So this is Shiloh, April 1862, a Requiem, or I think it's called Shiloh, a Requiem, April 19... Shiloh, a Requiem, parentheses, April 1862. Music by me, and words by Herman Melville. Wheeling softly, skimming softly, wheeling still. The swallows fly low. Over the field in cloudy days. The forest field of Shiloh. Over the field were April rain, solaced the parched ones stretched in pain. Through the pause of night, that followed the Sunday's fight, around the church of Shiloh, the church so lone, the log-built one that echoed to many a parting groan and natural prayer, dying foam and mingled there, for a minute more, but friends at eve. Fame or country least their care. What like a bullet can undeceive. But now they lie low, while over them the swallows skim, and all is hushed at Shiloh. To all the fallen. Alright, so I'm probably forgetting one of my tunes, but I want to play. I'm having fun here, so we're going to do a cover. This is a Grateful Dead tune, lyrics by Robert Hunter. And I think this is one that was something to do with the Altamont concert in 1969 when the Stones were playing. If you guys want to watch a really, really, really interesting music movie, watch Give Me Shelter. It's a Rolling Stones movie about the Altamont concert. This is a song that was written about that event, I believe. Please don't dominate the rap, Jack, if you got nothing new to say. If you please don't back up the track, this train's got to run today. I spent a little time on the mountain, spent a little time on the hill. I heard the same say it better run away, heard the say it better stand still. I don't know, but I've been told it's hard to run with the weight of gold. Other time I heard it said it's just as hard with the weight of lead. Who can deny, who can deny, it's not just a change of style. One step gone and another be gone, and I wonder how many miles. Spend a little time on the mountain, spend a little time on the hill. Some things that we don't understand, but I think in time we will. I don't know, but I've been told in the heat of the sun a man died of cold. Keep on running or stand and wait with the sun so high and the hour so late. the blackjack of any other highway to ride. It's got no signs or dividing lines and very few rules to guide. Spend a little time on the mountain, spend a little time on the hill. It's how things getting out of hand. Well, I guess they always will. I don't know, but I've been told if the horse don't pull, you gotta carry that load. I don't know whose back's that strong. Maybe find out before too long. One way or another, one way or another, one way or another, this darkness has got to give. One way or another, one way or another, one way or another, this darkness has got to give. One way or another, one way or another, one way or another, this darkness has got to give. One way or another, one way or another, one way or another, this darkness has got to give. Ooh. One way or another, one way or another, one way or another, this darkness has got to give. Alright, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. All of you who actually did hang out with me tonight. If there were any of you. I don't care. I had fun. Thank you. Have a great April. Love ya. Bye.